Once again, thanks for coming out. Appreciate everybody being here. I've got a huge opportunity ahead of us this week, going up to Philadelphia to play Temple. We played them last year here in a driving rainstorm. I thought they had a really, really good football team, and they do this year as well. Got their quarterback back and their tailback. I don't think he didn't play in the first two games. Played Saturday against Penn State. I thought he was one of the best backs we played against last year. So everything kind of starts with him. They're big up front. They're going to establish the run, play action pass off of that, and they're going to try to hit you with some big plays. Defensively, the number one thing is they got 7 seniors in their starting rotation, and they play extremely hard. So they had all their players Saturday against Penn State, and it showed. They played extremely well on the road. So this will be a really good opportunity for us going up against a good football team. Got a lot of our guys back, so we're fired up about that. Jamal's back. T.W. be back full time. Khalif's back. So Nate Davis will play. So we were missing those two pieces in our offensive line Saturday. I thought that really affected us. So we're back to healthy. We still won't have Trent. He's still battling that concussion issue, and how we're going to handle that moving forward is something we got to talk to the doctors about. But everybody else is pretty healthy. We want to play well every time we come out, and we know what's ahead of us, and I think our guys are really looking forward to it because, we battled this team last year. It was in the weather, which I think was to our advantage, but it's important for us to always go out and try to win the game. I mean, that's why we come to work every day. It's why our guys show up, and that's why we're getting on the plane to go up there. We want to play well and win the game. Yeah, there always is. The flip side of that is our defenses, hadn't given up a ton of points in these last 2 games in the first quarter. They've given up 1 drive and settled in and played pretty good. We held Eastern Michigan to 70 yards rushing, which is always critical for us. We want to stop the run. I felt like we gave up too many big plays in the secondary Saturday. So we got to come out of the gate and try to play well early, but a lot of times that's dictated by, the team you're playing against too. We complete the long pass the other night on the early drive, would have been 3rd and short. We get a holding call, then we take a sack. So things like happen in the drive put you behind the chains. It's hard to make first downs when you're in 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 12 or 3rd and long. Your third down percentage is going to go way down. But we want to come out and play well early. It's a noon kick, so you're going to get up, have a cup of coffee, get your eggs, and go play ball. Well, we're used to that. We were everybody's homecoming for 2 years, so we're kind of used to that. But no, you just go play the game. I mean, the problem's not their homecoming. The problem's the guys you line up against. I mean, they have good players, and Matt's done a good job with them, and so that'll be the issue, not the homecoming. The issue's their guys.
Well, they play a lot of bail. They play some cover 3, and they'll man us up a lot. I feel like they will man us up this week. Really well. Everybody just have to do their part. Receivers got to get open, linemen got to block, and quarterbacks got to do what they got to do.
Really wasn't a missed assignment. We had some misalignments and misreads within the coverage. Our safety didn't play as well as they had been playing. Ed had played really well through 2 games. Ed Roll, and didn't. He's a new guy and made a couple mistakes early. AJ's a redshirt freshman. He made a mistake on one of the plays, and I thought that big play, in the 3rd quarter, the first time they had the ball, that was a huge play. It was the same route they ran a couple of times, and so it's just an issue of we've got to make sure we put our eyes in the right place and execute what we call. Well, that'll be huge. I think having those 2 linemen back will be huge as well. Getting Jamal back in there. But having Khalif is always good. That's always a good thing to establish the run. And now Robert, is getting experience, and we know what he can do. I really like, what Benny LeMay's done. So feel good about our running back position. But it's huge to have Khalif back in there, no question, because he's such a workhorse. He's an athletic guy. He's a physical runner. We've all seen what he can do, and that's always a good thing for us. Oh, no, it's fast. It's gone fast. I said that when the day I came here. We had 918 days or something to our first game, and I told everybody then at the initial press conference it would go like that, and told these guys when we signed them, guys like Larry in his class, and it's going to be over before you know it. And wow, it's gone fast. You look up and, these guys, got 9 games left, 10 games left, and it's like, wow, it does go fast.
I think the biggest thing is just understanding that our goals are still intact. Like we still have, ability to go to a bowl game. Like our dreams aren't gone just out of one game. So I think the biggest thing is just continuing to stay the course, understanding that we need to, focus on the little things and take care of them, and then the big things will take care of themselves.
The main thing I would say is really just confidence. Having confidence in each other, the team, and coaches and everything. We just have to stay together during these hard times. That's really it.
The quarterback's back, the running back's back, and they're both very good players. The center left, and I think they have a couple returning starters on the offensive line. They're good players, they're a good team, but we just got to really just play to our keys and stay focused, and I think we can take care of business.
Well, it's that's always good to hear. Coaches say good things about your guys, and you always want your opposing team. Just like when you look at Temple's guys, they play extremely hard, and that's always one of the things that you want your guys to go out and play extremely hard. And Coach Rule's he's been at all levels, and so he's seen a lot of different players, and he's done a good job at Temple and everywhere he's been. So that's always a good thing to hear. But ultimately it's a team game, and we want to go out and we've got a lot of good players, and we want to go out and win the game. But he's a good ball coach, and he's done a good job up there. He's seen a lot of good players. I really like Kevin. Like I said, he made a throw early in the game the other day, and it was just threw a dart over on the sideline, and we get a holding call, and I don't know if he was completely healed last week, coming off his shoulder AC, but I like where he is. I like the way he's fitting with our team, and he's got to continue to grow and continue to get better, and continue to stay within the system and stay within himself, and keep doing what he can do. Well, you just understand the opportunity that each week brings, and our guys have done a good job. We've made a big deal about this opportunity will be gone on Sunday, and we're just one opportunity at a time, and we really want to take advantage of this one if we can. And it doesn't take the guys long. When they turn the film on, you understand. It's like when you're playing Louisville. You watch Lamar Jackson in a bowl game, you figure it's going to be a pretty tough challenge. I mean, that's bearing itself out, and this one's no different. I mean, Temple's a good football team. They've got that thing turned around. They're going in the right direction. They had, Matt's done a good job of building on what they had and continuing on that track. So they have good players. They had the Bronco Nagurski Award winner last year. So it's our guys know what lies ahead in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I think that's the easy answer. But, yeah, of course, I think the biggest thing is just, I guess people don't get to experience it ever in their whole entire lives. So like Coach Lambert said, it's all about that opportunity, and it'll be gone on Sunday. So I think the biggest thing is just taking advantage of it and really just marinating in the moment and just understanding that it's not a privilege. You know what I'm saying? It's just really special.
I would say the same thing. That's something you will look back on, and you can tell your kids, your family, that you played in an NFL stadium. So it's really a blessing, too, and it's a good experience, too. I know last year when we played Georgia State, I couldn't believe it when we walked on the field, like the lights and everything.